Hello and welcome to WEAP instructional videos. My name is Stephanie and today we'll be talking about using the help menu in WEAP. The help menu can help you as users figure out how to add data the way you want or what different data requirements mean within WEAP. It's very easy to search within the help menu and also within WEAP itself to try and understand what the different parameters mean and what is required to represent your system. The help menu is here under help, and there are three different ways to access it. The first is through contents, and here you can see we are in the contents tab. The second is through index, and the third is through search. So if I close this again, you'll see that there's also contents, index, and search. There's also something called the glossary. Let's look at each of these in turn. In the contents menu, all of the contents of the help menu are organized within specific sections. Say I'm interested in looking at what demand priority is. So I know that that's under data, and I know that it's under demand, and here's a section about demand priority. So there's information here. I could also go into the index and scroll down and find demand priority that way, or I could type it in here and press enter. This brings up two different topics that have information about demand priority. So here's the first one. If I search again, priority views is the second. I can also go into the search, where there are two different ways I can search this. I can just say demand priority, which will bring up all of the topics that have either the word demand or the word priority. Instead, let me put that in quotations. And now this list is smaller. So this will have only the topics with the two words demand priority and also demand priorities. You can see it's pluralized here, written together. Lastly, there's the glossary, and in the glossary we can scroll down to find definitions. So here we are again, demand priority, and here's a definition for us. Now, this isn't the end of the help that WEAP provides. Say that instead I were in the data view, and I'm looking at demand priority under priority for demand sites, demand priority. And if I click on the white box where you're supposed to enter the data about demand priority, I can also ask WEAP now using context-sensitive help what demand priority is. So what I'm going to do is click F1 on my keyboard, and we see that that brings up the same topic that we saw earlier. So again, if you go into the data you're interested in, so here I'll do it again for water use, click in the white box and click F1. That'll bring up what you're looking at. So that's another way to get help. You can also use the context-sensitive help in the results section. So if I go into my results and say I want to know more about what supply delivered is, then I can click on this box and again press F1. And here we're going to see all the information about the different demand results, including the supply delivered. Another way we can also use this functionality within WEAP is within the supporting windows. So for example, if I'm looking at my general and years and time steps, I can also press F1 here, and it will bring up my years and time steps topic. The last thing to say about WEAP internally is, in addition to being able to click F1, you also always have the option to actually press help over here in the help menu. So wherever you see this, you can bring up the help menu that's specific to this topic. You can also find these same resources online at www.weap21.org. And I'll scroll down a little bit, and here is our user guide. So this is the same information. You can download it as a PDF in a few languages, or there's also a web-based user guide, which pretty much has the exact same format. We've got contents, index, search, and glossary, so you'll find the same information here. Do note that I am using Mozilla Firefox. The help menu doesn't always work in different browsers. For example, it doesn't work very well in Chrome, So if you find that you can't load it, try loading it in Mozilla. This has been a WEAP instructional video. Good luck with your models.